Email marketing for roofers. Does it work? Is it worth doing? Email marketing is simply one of the best one-to-one marketing platforms you can have, or mediums, especially if you have a client list that is high ticket, right? So if you're selling something like roofs, one roof can mean so much. And since the cost of email marketing is next to zero once you set it up, it makes it at least a vehicle one can consider. Now, having that said, I'll be honest, my experience in email marketing is very little compared to how much ads I've run, social media, SEO, organic Google stuff, all that kind of stuff outweighs email marketing by a lot. And email marketing I got into even actually quite recently compared to 7-8 years of SEO and stuff. It's more like a couple years ago where I tried out just for our agency, we reached out to a bunch of people that we just had spoken to, right? That came on maybe sales calls, but didn't buy, or said that they're gonna come on a sales call, but didn't show up. And all these people, we just blasted them, and that resulted in like several clients. Now, since our ticket is pretty high ticket as an agency per account we work with, it meant a lot in revenue for something that was pretty much just to blast out a same message to everybody. All it took is maybe 1 to 2 hours of actually writing out the message. That's when I did it the first time. With that being said, here's how contractors can use email marketing. Number one and very first rule, collect emails. That's it. Nothing else you have to do for now. If you're busy, you got a lot of things going on, all you gotta do is make it where in your CRM, when your customer service, when they're answering the phone, in the end, once they got everything, the appointment, they can just simply ask them like, and also Sally, what email would you like us to send the receipt to? Something simple like that. That we just collect their email and then punch it into your CRM. Boom. What this is gonna do is a lot of times when we don't know how to set all of these things up, even though it's relatively simple once you get into it, a lot of times we don't prolong this process by like a long time, years and years and years, right? Most people who'd watch this probably has hundreds of accounts that they've at least pitched, right? If not sold some kind of product to, which they did not collect the email. So the very first thing is to just start collecting emails, because one day you will have it in your arsenal as a tool in your toolbox to use when the time you feel is right. Now, if you already set that up or you are already collecting emails, here's the next steps you can take to have a very easy process to get an ROI through your time on setting this stuff up. Number one, take some time as the owner in the weekend when you're not being distracted, maybe on a Sunday, maybe after church, whatever it may be. You sit down and you just write out what would be the best way you can offer your service. Don't say free estimates. Don't say anything like that's like everybody says. Just try to give them an offer. If you don't have an offer, maybe it's time to come up with one. Something that even if it's not an offer itself, at least it sounds like an offer. Example, we'll pressure wash along with the free roof. We'll give you free gutters with your free roof. Anything, any kind of offer is better than no offer. People like to get something as a deal more than they even sometimes consider how much of a deal they're getting. This is probably a good time to talk about your back end. See, a lot of companies don't understand the value of consistently selling something and trying to upsell it and having systems in place to try to sell something in the back end. So for example, for every 10 roofs you did, what bigger companies have figured out, if they can sell, let's say 30% of the people who bought roofs, they can get their whole siding, if they can get their whole windows, or they can get them like a whole new paint job, or do their decks, whatever it may be. Something that we can deliver that we do a good job on. You know, a lot of contractors, they can't do siding, for example, right? They're like, while they're delivering, the homeowners like poking them over the shoulders. It creates a mess. They don't have good crews for it. Just as an example, maybe you don't pick that one if that's the case with you, but you pick something that you can make a lot more profit, preferably more profit than even the roof, but it's like percentage of the client base that buys the roof from us takes it. Solar is a real great example, but I just didn't use it because right now with interest rates a little bit wonky, solar can be a little bit wonky itself. But the point is that backend with the offer, that's how you'd really tie it in, because now it would go into your entire system. Meaning, let's say currently in your sales, when your sales guys goes out, it's part of their job to upsell or attempt. Hey, by the way, we have a promotion. Did you know that, you can get the whole siding redone now for this and this? And since you're a roofing customer, you'd actually get this one off if you actually take action on it today. Oh no? Well, we can do a deposit down if you just want to hold it and hear more out. Whatever that looks like, right? Some kind of attempt. That would be one place. And then along with that, with a few other things, let's say somebody calls them once a month, right? Doesn't take that much energy to get one of your guys shooting fish in a barrel, so to speak, right? Calling all the customers, hey, how do we do? Hey, want to see if we can give us a review? You can get multiple things out of that call. customer, hey, by the way, just wanted to let you do the promotion. The reason why I'm talking about these other stuff in an email marketing video is because they kind of go hand in hand. You should have a backend. As a company, especially nowadays with the state of things in the economy, costs are high for marketing and everything like that, while margin can be low. You want to have it's a great time to grow as an entrepreneur and have that backend built and build a system where your guys will actually push it. Once you have that and it's being pushed in multiple ways, one of them can be email marketing. You can use any of the tools. I don't almost want to name one because there's so many that does the same thing. MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. A lot of people nowadays use Go High Level even. You can even do email marketing just from your Go High Level directly. You can make the list and just blast it out to them. And it's pretty simple to set up. There's lots of videos on the internet how to do basic one-on-one setup, so I won't get into it, but I just want to talk about the things that actually matter. Because anybody can write something and shoot something off with the tool and then never get any return. Whereas if you actually take the time and offer and craft something that is compelling, along with it being profitable and can actually move the needle for your business and goes hand in hand with a few other systems you have to upsell and put email marketing with it, that's when it can be valuable.